No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Call It, where we take a real life situation, set a clear standard, and give you the rule. If you like honest conversations about relationships, boundaries, and modern etiquette, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Call It is it true that once someone cheats, they will always cheat?
Oi, I don't know the answer to this. I think this is a really loaded question. Because I think if you cheated when you were like in high school, that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to cheat on your wife 20 years later. Like, I don't think that's like a moral thing. I think it's a maturity thing.
I don't think once a cheater, always a cheater, because I feel like people make mistakes. And if they learn from that mistake and they're a good person, they're not going to do it again because they know how badly they felt. So I think that I can't agree with like once a cheater, always a cheater, because I think that someone can cheat and never cheat again. But if the person is consistently cheating, they're never going to stop.
And I think there's different levels of infidelity. I think like you're in a committed relationship for like 2 weeks and somebody goes on another date versus you're married for 30 years and you sleep with somebody. Those are two very different things. So I think it really depends. What is your definition of cheating? When is it a real relationship, right? Is it when you're living together? Is it after you took vows? Like, what counts as cheating, right? So I think there's a lot of murk in this.
There is, but I also feel like even if you're in a long-term marriage and someone cheats one time because they made a mistake, and then they feel so bad about it and they would never do it again, that doesn't constitute that they cheated that one time and they're going to consistently cheat.
I agree.
But if they consistently are cheating, they're never stopping.
Absolutely. I think if you do it more than once, so maybe twice a cheater, always a cheater.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, twice a
cheater, always a cheater.
cheater.
Do you believe trust can be rebuilt after cheating? Tell me in the comments. I'd like to know where you stand. If this resonates, share it with someone who needs clarity about trust and accountability. Remember, you rebuild trust through actions, not promises. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because clear standards create healthier relationships. Hi, it's Sandra. I wrote From Bullshit to Botox because somebody had to say it out loud. Fillers, facelifts, the whole obsession with forever young. I go there unapologetically. So if you've ever wondered what really goes on behind the beauty industry's polish, then grab your copy. The link will be in the show notes. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Flag It, where we spot the patterns that tell you what's really happening in a relationship. If you like honest conversations about boundaries, behavior, and emotional health, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on what's coming next. Today's Flag It is, if someone moves very fast emotionally and talks about a future right away, is that real connection or a warning sign? Well, we both know that's love bombing.
It's total love bombing. It's
That's a big red flag.
My head's kind of spinning from this one. Like, I'm a pretty quick person, but like this is like making my head spin a little because I feel like it's total love bombing and you want to pretend that it's not, right? Like on paper, we want to be like, oh no, this is so nice. This is so great. I love this guy. But like, you need to take a time out and pause and really think about it. If somebody that doesn't know you is behaving this way, that's weird. Because they don't know you.
They don't know you. So how can
So, like,
somebody tell
yeah.
you something future trip with you when they don't even know you?
That's my whole thing. Exactly. So I think like it's really easy to want to be like, oh my gosh, I love this guy. He's so sweet. But really, it's weird behavior. It's too much too soon.
Every relationship that I know that has started off that way has not ended well.
Slow and steady wins
Yes.
the race.
Vita's right. Slow and steady wins the race. When someone promises a future before they've shown consistency in the present, pay attention. Intensity can fade just as quickly as it started. Have you ever experienced a relationship that felt intense very quickly and then suddenly changed? Tell me in the comments what you noticed. If this resonates, share it with someone who's navigating the early stages of dating. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because recognizing the pace can protect your heart. After chasing perfection for years, I got hit with a heartbreak no concealer could cover. From bullshit to broken hearts is my story. It's my honest take on love, loss, and coming back stronger. Aging may wrinkle your skin, but it will never wrinkle your spirit. Get your copy today. The link will be in the show notes. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Call BS, where we take a common beauty belief and separate the myth from the reality. If you like honest conversations about skincare and what actually protects your skin, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Call BS is, are natural ingredients always safer for your skin?
So, you're actually going to be surprised by my take on this. As much as I like to eat natural ingredients, I really believe in chemicals for skincare. I'm all in chemicals.
Because
like they work.
Because we know the natural
Yeah.
skincare products don't work nearly as well.
No, I agree. And I think like when you look at skincare, I think of skincare as a medical thing. I don't think of it as an aesthetic thing. And, you know, pharmaceutical drugs are not natural ingredients. They're chemicals. So I think in order for skincare to work, it needs to be developed like medicine, and that's not natural.
No, I agree with you 100% because I've tried natural products that do nothing.
Remember when I tried to tape my face? Like, That just sums it up right there.
Oh, I had friends that were so against Botox. They were like, I'm not doing it. I'm taping my face.
Blah, blah.
I'm like, that's never going to work. It is never
It
going to
doesn't work. And I did it from a place of always doing Botox and then stopping the Botox and then like trying to tape my face. And it was nonsense. I literally looked in the mirror one day and was like,
I remember when you did that,
Yeah.
and I remember that you immediately went and had to get a lot more Botox
Yeah.
than what you normally got.
I had to get more Botox. I was getting a rash from the tape. It's nonsense. You know
I mean,
what
imagine somebody thinking that taping your face would actually work over Botox.
You know what I'm really into right now? These peptide serums. The
Oh, they're
topical
great.
peptides.
They're great.
I do think they're making my Botox last longer.
They're great. Yeah.
I do believe that.
I
Because
believe
I
that.
haven't had Botox in probably 4.5 months, maybe even 5 months. And normally I'm a 3-monther. And like, I don't think I look wrinkly.
No, I believe it.
Yeah. So better living through
So
chemicals.
no, we don't like
on your
natural
face.
ingredients. We don't think
Yeah.
those work better than other ingredients for your face.
Yeah.
Natural is a marketing term. Skin health depends on science. Have you ever had a reaction to a product that was labeled natural or clean? Tell me in the comments what happened. And remember to choose products based on performance, not labels. If this resonates, share it with someone who believes natural always means better. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Informed choices protect your skin. If this show is hitting home for you, don't keep it to yourself. Hit like, share it with a friend who needs to hear it, and help us get Parties Over show in front of more people. Your support means so much to me and the Parties Over team. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Parties Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Been There, where I share a real experience from my own life and the lesson that came with it. If you like honest conversations about boundaries and professional judgment, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Been There is a time I said no to a procedure and why. I do not like Morpheus 8. I said no to Morpheus 8
Have
because
you ever done it?
no, and
Okay.
because I believe that it sags your skin because of the radio frequency along with the microneedling. I don't believe in the product at all.
It makes your skin worse, right?
Yes, and sags your skin. Remember, we had Amate on here,
Yeah.
the show, and he was explaining how it damages the skin and then causes sagginess.
You know what I said no to? And I'm so glad that I chickened out? Cool sculpting.
Oh, well, it's a waste of your money.
And it can cause all that like pocketing
Yeah.
and the weird stuff. Remember
Cool
that
sculpting.
model that did it and she was suing them?
Yes. Cool sculpting is a complete waste of money as well. So we say no to Morpheus 8 and cool sculpting. Have you ever had to say no to something that didn't feel right for you? Tell me in the comments, how did you handle it? If this resonates, share it with someone choosing a provider. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because good results start with good judgment. Hi, it's Sandra. Thank you for watching Parties Over show. We are always looking for ways to improve the show, so I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me what resonated, what you disagreed with, all of it. Your feedback shapes our show, so don't be shy. Tell us what's on your mind. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Tea Time, where we look at what's trending and what it signals culturally. If you like honest conversations about body image and the message shaping our expectations, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Tea Time is extreme thinness becoming a beauty standard again? Yes.
Yes. And I'm having a hard time with it because I think that, and you can probably relate to this, I think it took me a really long time to get to a point of healthy and being fit and healthy, right? And not, counting ribs and
Yes.
right? Like, I think it took me a really long time to get there. And I think the way I ate in my 20s was not fueling my body and preparing me for longevity. It was preparing me to fit in a size 24 jean, but it was not preparing me to be able to walk up the stairs when I'm 70, right?
Mhm.
And I think that we finally got past that and we were, trying to be more healthy. And I think now you see all this super skinniness in your face and it's hard. Right? It's hard to not want to be that skinny. Like, at least for me. Like, I'm having a hard time seeing it because I feel like I see it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to lose 5 pounds. But do I really need to lose 5 pounds? Probably not, right?
No, I agree with you because as we age, we don't want to be super skinny
Yeah.
because we're gonna look older. Like our bodies are gonna sag, our faces are gonna sag. I know for me, I'm at a good weight now.
Yeah.
And I know that if I lost, 5 pounds would be okay, but if I lost like 10 pounds, I'm going to look sick. My skin is going to immediately start
Yeah.
sagging. And I work so hard for it not to sag.
And outside of the aesthetics, just from a health
Yes.
standpoint, like, you need to not be brittle.
No.
Because
we need our
like,
muscle.
we need our muscle
need
to
our-
hold us up in
We
a
do
like,
because eventually, as we age, what if we fall? Like we need to
Yeah.
have that muscle tone. I'm friendly with a lady that was like 69, and she fell, but because she worked out every day and built a lot of muscle, she was okay.
Exactly.
But somebody who didn't work out and didn't build the muscle, she would not be okay.
Yeah, or like if you get like pneumonia or something as an elderly person, if you're fit and have muscle and you're a strong person, your body can fight that better than if you're super skinny but don't have all your organs functioning properly, right?
Well, to me, having a more fit, athletic build looks better than
I-
just being super skinny and not having muscle tone.
But I think I agree with that. But I think when you see the super skinny all day, it starts making you question that.
Where do you see it all day?
Like Instagram
Oh.
TV. Do you not turn the TV on?
No, never.
You don't watch TV. This
I
is your problem.
So I don't watch TV. I'm barely,
Yeah.
scrolling on Instagram. So the only people I see are the people outside of my front door. And I don't really see that many people. Like, yeah, people in Miami are fit, but I don't see like
No,
super,
Miami,
super
I will say this. I think that Miami is not super skinny.
No, people are fit.
If people are fit and they're strong in Miami, I think the super skinny is more of a mid-Atlantic thing. Because when I go to New York, when I'm in Maryland, like when you're in the DC suburbs, I do think you see a lot of super skinny because it's a different aesthetic, right? It's not like the big boobs and the big butt, like it's more conservative. So it just tracks to be more like rail-like,
I see.
So I think it might be
That's why I don't see
not
it.
in your face as much. But I agree. I think that we need to keep reminding ourselves and our daughters that fit is the way to go for
Definitely
a multitude of reasons.
Fit is the way to go. Here's the takeaway. If a beauty standard requires extremes, it's a trend, not a healthy goal. Have you noticed the shift in body trends? Tell me in the comments, what are you seeing? And if this resonates, share it with someone navigating body image pressure. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Awareness helps protect your perspective. Hi, it's Sandra. Spill It is by far our most popular segment. So if you have a question you want it answered on Spill It, this is your chance. Send your questions to spillit@sandralenasilverman.com and we might just answer it live on the show. Remember, no topic is off limits, so ask us anything. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Case Closed, where we bring a real life situation into Parties Over court. And look what's really happening. If you believe healthy relationships start with strong standards, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's case: should you stay in a disrespectful relationship for the sake of the kids?
No, it's doing them more harm.
No.
Kids are sponges, and if they see you being disrespected, they're going to think it's okay to disrespect somebody else or for themselves to be disrespected. So if you think you're benefiting them, you're not. You're actually harming them.
I had a friend who, when her kids were younger, her husband was constantly telling her that she was dumb and she was stupid. So then the kids started telling her that she was dumb and she was stupid. She ended up staying in the relationship, and now I think it's a lot better. But when the kids were younger, he was super disrespectful, and the kids started copying him and
Yes.
saying the same things.
I just read an article about this, and it was really interesting because it was talking about bad behavior in children and disrespect, like in adolescence. And it was asking the parents, what is your behavior like? Because if a father speaks disrespectfully to the mother in front of the kids, what do you expect? The kids are going to pick up on that behavior and then disrespect the mother.
Yeah, because the kids come into this world as like a blank canvas.
Yeah, and you're
So-
molding them.
Their behavior is a reflection of what they're learning at home, especially when they're young.
Yeah. No, I think the opposite. Don't stay
No.
in a relationship. If you're worried about your children, then leave.
Absolutely. Have you seen a situation where staying together actually created more stress for the family? Children need emotional safety more than a shared address. If this resonates with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because healthy environments shape healthy families. Hi, it's Sandra with a little reminder. If you like the show, hit subscribe right now. New episodes of Parties Over every single week. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Parties Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now it's time for Worth It or Waste It, where we help you decide what's really worth the maintenance. If you like honest conversations about beauty decisions and long-term results, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Today's Worth It or Waste It is eyelash extensions, beauty boost or high maintenance commitment. I like eyelash extensions.
I think they're beautiful. I don't get them just because I'm like hypersensitive, but I will say this, everybody I see that has them outside of like the hooker
mermaids.
lash. Like, is that what it's called? A mermaid? That's the more politically
Well,
correct.
it looks like a mermaid.
A mermaid, yeah. I think that if you have well done lashes, I think it's a really low maintenance glow up.
It is a low maintenance glow up, but it is a commitment. And if you take care of them properly, you could probably get away with every 3 weeks. I am not that person, so I'm constantly getting them every week because I'm not that great with taking off my makeup. So I think that if you are and you can get away with every 3 weeks, I don't think it's that big of a commitment.
Yeah, I think it's a great thing to do. I think that if that's a look you want and you don't have time in the mornings to do mascara, or if you just have naturally thin lashes, I think it's a great thing to do. So I would say worth it.
And you can always try a Revital Lash to see if something like that would work before you even invest in eyelash extensions. And then if that doesn't work to where you get you're happy, then do the eyelash extensions. Have you tried lash extensions? Tell me in the comments. Did you like the convenience? Let us know. And remember, worth it if you're committed to regular maintenance and choose an experienced technician, and waste it if you want something low maintenance or plan to wear them continuously without breaks. If this helped you decide, share it with someone thinking about trying lashes. And don't forget to like and share because the real cost of beauty is often maintenance. Hi, it's Sandra. Are you a brand that wants to connect with our amazing audience? Exciting news! We have limited sponsorship spots open for brands we'd be proud to recommend. If that's you, we'd love to talk. The link is in the show notes. No filters, no apologies, just real conversations where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. This is Party's Over. Externally, I wanted to look a certain way, but internally, I wasn't happy. I've had so many procedures, so many treatments, more than I can count. I had to learn what a narcissist was when I realized I was married to one.
You've reinvented yourself, and now you're on a new chapter and a new journey.
I like to incorporate a little bit of my story as well on the show, but I'm also interested in learning other people's stories. I want the viewers in my show to walk away feeling great about themselves, feeling empowered. No filters, no apologies, just real conversation where we learn, we laugh, and we level up. Party's over, my friends. And now Spill It, where we answer your questions and nothing's off limits. Listen to this one. My friend is obsessed with a guy who clearly isn't into her. He barely makes an effort, but she keeps defending him and making excuses. Do I tell her the hard truth or let her figure it out the hard way?
Eek. So are you like married with children? Because like I feel like this is tough because like say you're like happily married like in your picket fence and your friend is single, like she might not want to hear this from you because sometimes it comes across a little bitchy. Right? Like this is tough. but also she should say something because it's her friend. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people like get like very high horsey sometimes and forget what it's like to be single when they dole out advice to their single friends.
Oh, I 100% agree because I've gotten advice from friends
boy.
who are happily married, and I'm like, okay, you don't know what you're talking about only because you've been married since you were 20 years old.
Exactly. Yes.
So you don't even understand. But I think that she lets her figure it out the hard way because otherwise she's not going to learn.
Unless her friend asks her opinion. So if her friend asks her, what do you think? She can tell the truth once, but not belabor it. Say it once, be like, well, since you're asking, this is what I think, but don't like go poke, 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 poke. Say it one time and move on.
Because we've all been in the situation
Yeah.
in dating where we've been with somebody that wasn't really as into us as we were.
But you need
with
to
them.
figure it out.
Because that's like the circle
Yeah.
of life. It happens to everyone. But
And
I
it-
feel like she needs to figure it out because otherwise I don't think she'll learn.
And he's not like abusing her.
no, he's just
It's
not
not
into
like
it.
he's just not that into her. Yeah, like it's not that big of a deal. Like she can figure it out on her own. It's not like he's beating her.
Trust me, if a guy's into you, you're going to know because men have taken down empires over women. So you will know if a person's into you or not.
This is very true. So if you were sitting on your high horse, think twice before you're criticizing your single friend.
But also let your single friend, I think, learn it
Yeah.
the hard way only because that's the only way, in my opinion, she's going to learn.
And she's probably not going to listen to you anyway. Like, right. Pick your battles.
It's a jungle out there, ladies. If you've ever watched someone ignore what's right in front of them, you know how common this is. Subscribe and share Parties Over so more people hear the truth before the lesson gets expensive.